So I'm not saying go out looking for, you know what I'm saying, friction, but sometimes there's no way around it. And like the only way around is through. So we
Yeah.
went through a lot of shit. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Okay. What's good? It's your boy OG Ella, and I have a music shop exclusive. I got the Richmond legend, Vinnie Vibez. What's good, bro?
Oh, yo, it's good to be here, man. It's good to see you, bro.
Good to see you,
Everything's
man.
good, man. All is G, dog. Just tapping in, want show my face, chat with you for a little bit. I see you got the platform. I appreciate the opportunity.
Already, bro. So, man, we go way back. A lot of history, a lot of time on the scene together, man. How's Cali treating you first? Let's get to that. How's Cali treating you?
Man, California, dog. First of all, this shit saved my life. Like, um, for lack of a better term, like I kind of came out here on some I'm a die in Richmond shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't really see past Richmond. I was just like, yeah, this is it. Whoop-de-whoop. We gonna be big Richmond niggas and then we block out this bitch. Like, that's it. That's my legacy. But then I moved to a different land and saw like it was so much more to life, like past Richmond, I guess. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Richmond has a whole lot to offer, but I guess California just showed me like you can really create the life you want to live. You don't necessarily gotta live amongst the means that you come from. You know what I'm saying? You can create some other shit. So I'm just
Absolutely.
some other shit, bro. I'm out here growing, man. You know me.
That's awesome, man. That's really good to hear. Seriously. So I'm gonna give a little bit of history on. So I think when I first met you, you were with Jay Aura. Is that sound right? You were
Yeah,
doing stuff with Jay Aura?
we go back, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So this was before Hippies N Goonz, am I correct?
Yeah, this was kind of when it was being created. So
Okay.
Jay and Ryan Flo, back in the day, you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
remember him. Yep.
Ryan kind of gave me my first like little like shot at the stew because he had the lineup and we was already doing some other shit on the side that led us to cross paths and shit.
Yeah.
So fucking excuse me. So that shit was cool. Like I just felt I was honored that like somebody that had like the whole setup let me in because I always felt like people kind of like held off on me. You know what I mean? Like
I think a lot of people felt like that at one point. Yeah.
you feel me? Like I damn near felt like I had to have my own shit in order to function like I wanted to. So it was cool to be able to sponge some of that knowledge up from like Ryan Flo back in the day because he kind of opened my eyes to like home recording.
Yeah, he had like a whole fucking studio in that
It
joint.
was early, bro. He was early, bro. He had like a
Very
whole
early.
setup, dog. I was like, wow, I want that. That's tight.
Absolutely. I remember going through there a couple times. Yeah, he definitely was one of the few people, especially at that time, that had like a real legit setup in the crib.
Nah, he was doing some shit, bro. Like shout out to Ryan. I don't know what he got going on. Shout out to Ryan. I'll always be thankful for that opportunity. You know what I mean? And Jay was just one of the people I met in the mix. I think he introduced me to Ryan. So everything happens for a reason when it's supposed to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, him. So coming along, we get the origin of Hippies N Goonz. So some of the peoples who are tapped in may not know where Hippies N Goonz started, or might not even know what it is right now. But at one point, it was one of, if not the biggest, like brand or clique in Richmond. It was huge. Because it was more. I think it was for the first time that it was more than just a rap group. Y'all really set a standard for like a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
With the capital, with everybody using the capital G's. You had the rules for the Hippies N Goonz. Y'all came with like a real brand as far as like an aesthetic for the logo and how y'all did all of that. So can you tell me a little bit about like where you were mentally when you started that and like who you started it with?
Absolutely. So where I was mentally is where I still am currently. You know what I mean? I'm kind of the evolved form of that. And I've always had like a lot of the groundwork. It's always made sense to me, but I've been working on being able to elaborate it to the masses. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily like it don't matter how smart you are if you can't communicate the shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out a way to elaborate what makes so much sense to me. But it started off with me, OMO, and Peter Sun. Yep. Basically, we call them like the founding fathers or whatever. I met Omo through Jay and Ryan. So that shows you how far back that goes. And then Scummy, me and Scummy go back. So fucking basically imagine me like in the crowd at one of Scummy shows, and his show, like the set, it just something messed up with the audio. You know Richmond shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I was like blown away by the nigga on stage. I think it might have been the Camel, bro. It might have been the Camel. So I'm like, when he got off stage, I like pitched the idea, like, bro, I got some shit like Hippies N Goonz, like a revolutionary way of thinking, like, you know what I mean? What's up? You trying to get down? And it was kind of like the first time I met Scummy, but the chemistry was just there, and it was kind of like, yeah. and it so happened at the time I lived off West Broad, like past Willow Lawn, and you know, Horse Pen, you hook the left to Horse Pen. Scummy lived off Horse Pen.
I remember that was where his parents lived. I remember us getting in trouble for smoking, all of us smoking weed there.
Oh yeah, I remember when you pulled up with the sack one time, bro. I was over there. Yeah, we go back, bro. So that was H&G was getting laid down basically when I just met Scum, and OMO was always just like, I think OMO was the first person I bounced the thought off of. Like, bro, I'm thinking about like doing a mixtape and like I want to make some shit called Hippies N Goonz, and I just keep going. He's like, whoa, wait, what? Hippies N Goonz, nigga, you know how OMO is. So that shit was cool, man. It's been I just wanted people to have faith in something that's real and something that's beneficial. Like everybody want to be a part of something. It's Maslow's hierarchy. You're not wrong for wanting to be gang, but wouldn't it be a beautiful thing if you were a part of like some people that were encouraging you to grow and not hit dummy missions and shit? Like, come on, bro. You know, so that's all I'm working on.
And I remember witnessing it take off, and it like I said before, like it becoming a lifestyle, because it was more than just rappers on it. It was like, I mean, there's still people like G Flip, you know, who
shout out to Flip
to this day, you know what I'm saying? He still represents, he still is Hippies N Goonz to death, and you know, wears his tie-dye and capitalizes G's, and you know, he and I thought that was important because there still is a lot of rap groups that are super influential, doing great things. But I think that was important because it, like you said, it kind of installed more than just like, you know, getting it in like a street way or getting it in a grimy way, like elevated people's mindsets and shit like that.
Dang, bro, that's deep.
Yeah. But you know, I do want to talk a little controversy. Nothing specific, but there were times where you were in heated situations, and how do you feel like since then that you've kind of like elevated your mind and kind of like rose?
Yeah, man.
Got above that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm thankful. Like, I ain't really tapped in a minute, so I don't think people necessarily know what to expect from Vibes at that point, which is cool because I'm about to drop a lot of new shit. We're gonna talk about that too.
All right, let's talk about it. Yeah.
But you was there, like, so thank you for asking about that, because honestly, Illa, I'm on some whole like other shit. Like, I'm kind of known. I don't want to do all that. Like, I'm known whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, but I didn't necessarily always have like the reputation for like turning the other cheek or none of that. You feel what I'm saying? And now at this point in my growth, like, it's significant because it's almost been like more impactful for me to turn the other cheek than it is to like I don't know, with this wisdom and this growth, bro. Most of the people that I bumped heads with along my journey, I feel like had a lot of similarities. Like, it's damn near me fighting with the mirror. Like, that shit ain't had nothing to do with them people. They were just in the way. Like, they were part of my story because they just so happened to be on my page type shit. You feel me? But I was gonna go through the motions regardless. So I don't know if it makes sense, bro. But like, I feel like
it feels like a lot of the battles you were having with other people were actually battles that you were having
myself, bro. Like, and damn near like, I'm not necessarily gonna do no name dropping, but a lot of people that I did bump heads with, I got the utmost love for now, because it's like I just was passionate. Like, I was passionate and I was growing. I ain't gonna say who was right or who was wrong. I was figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? With all my conflicts, but like, I got nothing but respect for like all that shit, bro, because it's just part of the process.
Yeah, and that's like you said, that's part of the process. That's part of life, man. Like if I feel like if you stop growing and you stop progressing, then you stop living in general. Because there's so much that we acquire and every day as far as info and just self growth and stuff like that. And then also it's like the world's forever changing, so you have to evolve with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I mean,
and one statement that I kind of live by is all conflict is not to be avoided. Some is necessary for growth. So I'm not saying go out looking for, I'm saying friction, but sometimes there's no way around it, and like the only way around is through. So we went through a lot of shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know?
But there was a lot of good times too, man. We were talking the other day. We were tripping mushrooms back in the day. I was at I've never
couldn't hold your goddamn lasagna, bro. It had to be some lasagna, bro. What the fuck did you eat that?
It was orange juice.
The fucking orange juice.
I never forget it, yo. All right, so I remember being in your room. I was with my boy Josh. We took hella mushrooms, probably way more than we should have done.
Yeah, y'all took a lot.
And then there was that girl. I can't remember her last name, but Alexis. She put on the YouTube video.
She was there.
Yeah, it was the girl Alexis. Yes.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was a blue wolf. I swear to God, I'll never forget this shit. It was a blue wolf. If you look at this video sober, it's just a blue wolf. Okay. But if you're tripping, it moves just slightly, like back and forth. And this is the first time I ever saw visuals. I looked from that wolf and I looked across the room and everything took the wolf pattern. So it was like you, but you were all made up of all these wolves, like you were a whole pattern. Yep. And I remember I started at the computer and I looked left and I was like, oh shit, something's happening. So I looked right to try to, I guess, to like balance
in the living room.
And I looked around the whole room and everything took the pattern. And that's when I ran outside and I threw up all over your back porch. And I've never told anybody that story before.
No, you did.
Yeah.
This was off Monument when I lived off Monument.
Yes, man. And the next day you were so good about it because I would have been fucking pissed. But you just texted me like, yo, Ella, you didn't even clean up the throw up. I was like, man, I'm not gonna lie, I was fucked up. And you like, it's all good, bro. And you kept it so fucking cool. And that, I always appreciated that because I definitely oh man. And bro, I remember it being like super orange from the orange because like they were like, drink orange juice while you trip, it elevates it.
I couldn't be mad at you, dog. You was so spun. It was funny, dog. You was spun, bro. I've been there. Don't even trip.
Yeah. Do you feel like as bad as drugs can be sometimes, that part of that is why you are who you are right now, as far as like enlightened and more in touch with yourself and being emotional, but not emotional in a bad way, but like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. accepting of your emotions.
See, I want to tread lightly on this one, but not dismiss it because I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
I just seen so many people go downhill with drugs. It's hard to fucking kind of promote them.
Yeah.
But there's been times, like, life is life, right? And there's no rights or wrongs. This shit tricky, bro. Like, it's all about a balance. And nobody's balance is the same. So I can't tell anybody like the fucking the blueprint for their shit. You feel what I'm saying? But I can say it's all about a balance. And fucking there's been some times where the only things I knew to cope with were drugs, and they helped, but that's not to say that if I knew another way that I wouldn't have took that. Yeah. Like, it's damn near, it's like if you look deeper into it, it's kind of sad that that's all we got. Like, you feel me? I feel like we should be looking for different coping mechanisms and encouraging people to find different solutions in themselves. Because if you find some shit, you might be able to swing it my way. Like, you feel me? I'm not trying to do all the Zoloft and all that shit either, but at the end of the day, it's about a balance. I just feel like you gotta do what works for you, you know?
What do you feel like are some things that have kind of helped your mental health besides smoking and stuff like that? What are some things that you do on a regular basis that help you clear your head or help you get your balance back?
I think it's important to be mindful, period.
Yeah.
Like with your emotions and real with yourself. I think it's important to be like I make a conscious effort to remain in a state of gratitude, but that's not to say I don't wake up every day the dark nigga Vinnie Vibez sick puppy that I am. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a practice and it takes a conscious effort. But as the same way you practice anything, it gets easier and easier. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
Fucking, I'm just saying, like, this some shit like niggas work on every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? The thing that helped me was rewiring my thinking, continuing to make a conscious effort to rewire neural pathways because it's scientifically possible. I'm talking about when I wake up, like gratitude, I'll verbally be like gratitude and just be like, start thinking of shit I'm thankful of on my darkest days. And then when I go to sleep, gratitude, nigga. You feel me? I'm still here, bro. Like, that's it. And that shit, it don't come necessarily naturally, but the more and more you do that shit, it starts to become your norm. Yeah. And that's what you got to be careful with. People do drugs for a weekend and it's fun. But then 4 weekends, it starts to become your norm. Now you got to restore balance and you don't even remember what balance is because your norm is different now. So niggas just don't, I just think balance is important with everything, bro.
That's awesome.
So what's been like kind of keeping me afloat is just balance, being mindful of the balance.
Awesome. So you said you got some music for us coming. So you want to talk about it a little bit? Tell us a little bit about it, man.
I do want to talk about it. So like, I don't make songs about like, I don't know. My shit always gonna be vibe shit, but I don't think niggas necessarily know what to like expect. Because my old shit was it was just talking about what I'm doing, and I'm not doing a lot of that shit no more. You feel me? So fucking, it's been exciting just trying to develop my craft. You know, when I was in Richmond, my whole setup got stolen. So fucking, I finally rebuilt it. I got like a nice little mic and shit now. I got the Neumann and all that.
There we go. Got it on deck. There we go.
I had to bounce back. That's kind of why I was quiet, because I never worked with people. I was just doing my own shit. You know that. Yeah. So I finally got the setup. Now we active, bro. You want to hear some shit?
Definitely play some shit, man.
All right. I'm gonna play a little and see if you can hear. Can you hear this?
It's coming.
I need some time away, cause I could never find the time of day. If it ain't liquor and some bitches, I ain't tryna stay. Air Max 95s with the heather gray. Try and get some Jordan 4s and you better pay. Waste the youth, I even wasted most of my adulthood. Put some old Miyagi in my curls cause it smell good. Still celebrate it when I finish last. I'm still hella faded when I'm getting cash. I'm still dealing with my past decisions. Don't need no pastor to ask forgiveness. I show my ass, but that's bad for business. What you know about this savage wisdom I got? Play for a rainy day, you with it or not? They told me I could get it just take time. I'm still paying student loans and some state fines. Just trying to find a balance with this whole shit. Niggas rapping like a gangster, he a whole bitch.
Okay, alright. You talking on that joint, bro. I fucks with that, yo. I fucks with that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Savage wisdom.
Okay. That sounds like it though. It actually sounds like it though. You could actually feel that in there.
You know, it gotta get mixed and all that, but it's
no one to get up in the interview. So
look at the baby, bro. I'm gonna play some jazzy shit for the baby.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sex, then I lit a cig. I don't even smoke ports, but we did it big. Okay, I got some issues I've been trying to address. I ain't saying I'm successful, but I'm trying my best. I really fuck with you and I ain't trying to finesse. Yeah, I can tell by the way you move, you kinda upset. Yeah, I've been working on my confidence again, this shit changed. Plus I lost so many friends, I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, and I be stuck up in my head thinking how I would've played if I... What you think, bro?
I'm fucking with that. I love that. What is that? A saxophone? A saxophone?
That sax is dirty, ain't it?
Dirty. It's dirty, bro. I love that shit. Yeah.
What's the price of peace of mind? Say she love me, but I think she lying. I done hit the third night and I won't even try. Shit is triv. Yeah, we're gonna shoot a video to that joint, dog.
I fucks with that one, bro. I can see some real cool visuals off of that one.
We got some shit. I don't wanna, you know.
What I really like though, even more than the music, bro, I like that you're excited about it. Like, it's really good to see you excited about music again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, honestly, that shit was a task in itself. Like, especially when you get beaten down so many times, bro, you take loss after loss. Like, that shit is tough, bro. Like, you really gotta, like, I don't think we give enough credit to artists in that aspect of it. Like, I don't think we give credit. Like, we automatically think artists are posting thinking they the shit. Like, nah, nigga, that should be depressing as hell. Like, trying to tell yourself you got this shit on a daily basis. Y'all niggas just going to work and shit and y'all falling in line. It's admirable and should be applauded for somebody that is 10 years in and still digging deep to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, make change, because that's what they want to do, bro. Like,
I tell people all the time, man, this creation, this art shit, it takes a lot of bravery.
Bro, what?
You're literally making something from scratch and then putting it out there for the world to judge. Like, you're doing that on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Put yourself in a vulnerable situation on purpose, and fucking, not to mention the financial aspect, bro. Like, I'm like, my setup, I don't even want to say how much I spent on my setup, but this like the fourth time.
Yeah.
You feel me? Whether it be crashed hard drives or niggas hit licks or whatever. Like, I done took a lot of losses. So like, fuck it, bro. I feel like we're too far in to stop now, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm on my second spot. Like, you know, we used to have the spot off the whole street. Dudes, you know, broke in there, stole everything, destroyed the place. You know, so I definitely relate to that, man. Like, it's a journey, and you know, unfortunately, sometimes during the journey, well, maybe it's not unfortunate. Sometimes you said there's confrontations you have to go through, and the only way to get around them is straight through.
It's only in vain if you stop, bro. Like, it's only unfortunate if you make it unfortunate, real rap. And it's like, like, it would be unfortunate to stop because you took a loss. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what, does that make sense? That's the only time it's unfortunate. If you keep going, then it's credibility. Then it's strength. If you stop going, it becomes weight, if that makes sense.
No, I definitely get it. So I want to ask you a couple other questions too. So as you've seen, like, over the last few years, like, Peter's son, you know, being part of your camp, he's grown tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
How does that, you know, obviously that fills you with joy. Like, what from your point of view, what is it like witnessing his growth and, you know, what he's been doing?
That shit crazy. Fucking, it's exciting, dog. Fucking, I be shooting up to LA every now and then. He's like 2 hours. So it's like, imagine if I lived in Richmond and he was in DC or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to pull up on his video functions and fucking all that. It's tight, dog. Like, shit ain't how it was because, like, niggas is we're grown now. Like, you know what I mean? But to say I'm not proud, bro, like, I think proud is an understatement. You know what I mean? But we this shit ain't over, bro. Like, we just getting started. Like, I know my nigga, he got some shit in the works, bro.
Yeah,
shit coming together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember us when actually at one time that one of the time I pulled up on Horsepen with y'all. Yeah, this was years and years and years ago, bro. I remember you having that conversation where you told him that he was going to be a star, more or less. I can't remember the exact words, but you were like, yo, there's basically telling them like, yo, there nobody else does it like you. And you, whatever, I just, the reason I remember it so much, because I can't remember exactly what you said, but the reason I remember it so much, because I was always a Peter Son fan, but after that day, whatever you said resonated with me so hard. I actually started defending Peter Son like he was my mother, like he was like my you know, my blood. Like
yeah,
so
we had to go to war about shit, man. Niggas
yeah.
don't like, yeah, niggas don't fucking with us, dog. But like it's as we've grown, like it's cool to be able to reconnect with people you couldn't necessarily back in the day.
Yeah.
But it's always been a brotherhood with us, dog, and this shit is always gonna be G. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, there you go.
And it's crazy. Like I don't. Like I thought about the mushroom shit for sure, but I forgot like you even came to horror. Like that's you taking it back, bro.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
crazy.
I think that was around the time he had like the Green the Green Factory mixtape.
Yeah, bro.
Like it was that long ago, bro. And I remember I just really remember you having this like undeniable like faith in him, and like that made me like, yo, as much as I fuck with him now, I fuck with him like 10 times more, because you know you just put that you know, I don't know, you just put that battery in his back, and like
I feel like that about all like a lot of people, bro. Like Scummy, like our whole, like I don't mean to, I'm gonna say Richmond got a whole lot of talent, but I can definitely speak from my camp. Like at all of them, I still look at like unfinished business. Like you feel me? I got my own shit going on, but please don't think you're not gonna hear the gang on my shit, bro. Like this shit, how long we been keeping this shit in the fam, dog? Like I don't plan on changing that shit. Like
that's awesome, man.
I'm learning this business side and stuff, which is cool now. Like as far as like I'm about to put my first Spotify joints up and all that. I got a joint I'm working on with Twan. He make beats and shit. Twan got some hard shit. But fucking yeah, I'm learning all the business shit. But as far as like the friendship shit, that shit is forever, dog. Like that's scummy, you know what I mean? It's funny. What really be tripping me out is like when I shoot to LA and people will give them like the stardom shit. Like I'm fucking eating popcorn and shit. Like I forgot what happened. Me and this nigga was eating off the same leg of chicken. Like he bit that bitch and passed it to me. Some bitch was talking shit and he looked at her like and passed me the chicken wing or some shit. But people be tripping off how like down to earth me and him be when I go up there, because I guess they're used to like a superstar scum or something. But that's scummy, bro. That's
you know what I'm saying? We was out here you know, scraping up resin and you know what I'm saying and hit bowls with them. So you know they not used to that
up, bro. And that LA shit is different too. You know, I'm out in Dago, like I with the beach bums and shit, like niggas be chilling. Like LA niggas is too cool for school, bro.
Yeah.
So I be going up there like, yo, what y'all on? Like, where you know what I mean? What's what y'all doing? And they're like, who is this nigga? Oh, that's my brother, bro. That's my brother, man. He good.
That's awesome. So before we do wrap this up, man, I want to give you a chance to like talk to the people and just tell them exactly, you know, anything you want them to know. Tell them where to follow you and you know, anything they can expect from, you know, Vinnie Vibez coming up.
Okay, I gotta be dropping a video here in a couple months to that jazzy joint that y'all heard. I think that's gonna be cool.
What's the name of that?
Yeah, I don't really know yet.
All right,
it's saved as untitled on my Pro Tools right now, so I guess you know we'll get back to that shit.
Okay, all right. That's fine.
But fucking follow me at Vinnie Vibez, man. It's just how it sounds. VINNIE VIBEZ. That's on Instagram.
Z at the end.
Yeah, Z is 2 Z's on Instagram. That's a long story, but yeah. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. I appreciate you having me on here, bro. What else? Just look forward to a lot of growth, man. I want y'all to grow with me. We about to open this Spotify chapter. So I appreciate it. Once I drop, y'all go run them streams up because it's coming real soon. You know what I mean? I love you, bro. I appreciate this shit, bro. I'm gonna keep on drinking. I gotta finish that joint and come up with a name. What's the name gonna be? It sounds hot. I don't know. I'm gonna figure something out.
You over here trying to think of right now.
I'm gonna figure something out, bro. But yeah, man, tap in with me whenever, dog. You got the number. I appreciate the platform, dog. We're gonna keep it in the loop. You already know.
Absolutely. I'm OG Illa. This is Music Shop. Vinnie Vibez. We out.
I think I'm truly lost in this music.